Hi, my name is Pete Quartrip. My interviewer is Joshua Morante. Joshua calls me Mr. Pete, and so we're about to start our interview. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Okay. Question number one. What got you into sport? What is your favorite sport?
Well, I don't play sports anymore, but when I did play, I played soccer. Before that, I played football, and I got started when I was a boy, and I was on um, YMCA football teams and baseball and basketball. And I kept playing football all the way to high school, but then it got to be pretty rough in about the 10th grade, so then I started playing soccer in high school, and that was my sport. And I still enjoy playing soccer, although I've hurt myself so many times now, I think my soccer days are over.
Question number two. Who are you and what do you love?
Well, I'm um, a retired airline pilot. I am, uh, depends on who you are as to who I am, because I might be your dad because I have kids, or I might be your grandfather because I have grandkids, or I might be your friend because I have a lot of friends. I might be your son if you were my mom or dad. So I'm been all those things. I'm an uncle. I'm a all those things. But when I worked, I was an airline pilot, and I've been retired now for a few years. Um, and so now I'm just a happy retired guy.
Okay.
And what was the rest of that question?
Oh, what do you love?
Oh, what do I love? Well, these days I love being with people, helping people, um, and thinking about big, important questions. And I'm doing that more and more these days.
Question number three. If you would teach anything, what would it be?
Well, I used to be a flight instructor, so I used to teach people how to fly. Um, these days, I don't fly anymore since I retired, and I teach people who need help to learn how to live with ALS because my wife, Dewey, she had ALS and she lived with it for 9 years, and she died a few years ago. Uh, but I learned a whole lot about what it takes to live with the disease, and there are a lot of people that are find themselves, facing that challenge, and they have a lot of things that they need help with, and so I can help them and teach them. And so I think that's what I enjoy doing the most because it's where I feel like I am able to help people the most and do the most good that way. So that's what I would teach.
Okay. Question number four. What inspired you to go to Peru with me, and what was the best part of that trip?
I was inspired to go to Peru when I first met your mom and your aunt and your whole family who talked about Peru all the time. And then I started to learn about the food of Peru because I would go to Peruvian restaurants with you and see what that was like. And everybody kept telling me, "Oh, you should go to Peru. You should see Peru." And I've heard from other people, not just your family, but other people who have gone to Peru and they say it's such a beautiful country. And so it was a combination of all that. But then when your aunt said, "We're going next summer," meaning this last summer, and Joshua's going and his cousin is going, um, and we would like you to come with us, I thought, I'm never going to get a better offer than that. So that's when I decided. What I liked most about it was being there with you and Ruby and seeing your family and the the seeing the country and what's so much to love about it, the people there and the culture and the history, and and the other thing is we only saw half the country. We didn't see anything on the other side of the Andes where there's rainforest and the headwaters of the Amazon River, which I guess I have to go back to see that. But they have mosquitoes over there, so I'm glad we didn't go this time.
Okay. Question number five. If you could live in a book, TV show, or movie, which one would it be?
Well, it would be the book I'm writing. Writing a book called um, Anything is Possible. And it's about my experience over the last 10 years. Um, and so that's the book I want to be in because it's about my life and about my experience. So when it's finished, I will be in that book.
Okay, question number 6. What animal best represents you and why?
A sloth. And I'll tell you why. There's a couple reasons. Sloths don't do anything fast. And one thing I like to do is Tai Chi. Tai Chi is like really slow karate for old people. And and in Tai Chi we move, well, they say slow is fast in Tai Chi. And I like to do things slowly. And sloths are slow and they're deliberate. And they also have a nice smile. So that's why I think I would like to be represented as a sloth.
Okay, question number 7. If you could time travel, would you go to the past or the future and why?
Hmm. Well, the past is known and the future is not known. And I think in general, the future, as people, the longer people are on the earth, they learn how to do things better and better. So like we have cars now, where they didn't used to have cars. We have airplanes now, and we have computers now, and we have all kinds of things that make life better for more and more people around the world. So I think the future in general has turned out to be better than the past in terms of just how many people can live a good life. So if I had to choose between the past and the future, I would choose the future because I think also the future is like an adventure. It's exciting. So.
Okay, question number 8. If you would master one skill you don't have right now, what would it be?
One skill I don't have right now. Oh, I want to master public speaking and storytelling.
Okay, good answer. Question 9. If you could speak another language, which one would it be and why?
That's easy. I would learn to speak Spanish because if you live in Texas, a lot of people here speak Spanish, and I know a lot of people who speak Spanish. And I could speak to a lot of people in that language that I can't speak to, and I have to, if they don't speak English and I don't speak Spanish, we just have to move our hands around and make faces. And so it would be a language I'd have a lot of chance to use if I learned Spanish. So that would be the one.
Okay, last question, number 10. If you could bring one musician back from the dead, who would it be and why?
Now that's an emotional question for me because my wife Dewey, who died 3 years ago, was a musician, and I would bring her back.